All right. Thanks for joining tonight's College Football Playoff National Championship postgame press conference. We are joined by Notre Dame head coach Marcus Freeman, along with student athletes Jack Kiser and Riley Leonard. Following an opening statement from Coach Freeman, we will take questions. Coach, when you're ready.
Yeah, tough, obviously tough moment, tough outcome. There's reasons why we didn't get the outcome we wanted. Credit to Ohio State and their ability to execute and on both sides of the ball. And obviously in the special teams, they made a field goal that mattered at the end of the game. And so, we obviously didn't play the way we needed to get the outcome we want. But as I said to the guys in the locker room, there's not many words to say when everybody's hurting. I'm just proud of them, proud of what they've done. I'm proud of who they are, the way they represent themselves, and it's just an honor to be on this journey with them. I mean, there's going to be a lot of guys, seniors, that this was their final game with Notre Dame football, but they've left this place a better place, and very grateful to be on the journey with them. So,
Again, Jack, come on up and join us. We'll go ahead and start our questions. Please let us get you a mic, and we'll take as many as we can. We're going to start right over here in the third row, slightly off to our left.
Coach, to your left, their ability to slow the Riley Leonard-led running game after that first drive, were there adjustments they made? Was there something you guys could do to counter that?
no, we couldn't run Riley every play. It's not right for Riley, and it's not going to sustain the success we needed offensively. And we ran him a whole bunch that first series, and you look at the second series, we had 2 penalties, which ended up forcing us to punt. And in the third series, we had the miscommunication with the muff snapped, and that's the end of the half. And so I think more than anything, it was 2 series after the first one. We didn't execute, and we had some self-inflicted wound that we have to clean up. Second half, we drove the ball. I thought we did a good job, with some tough situations. But we can't run Riley every single play, and that's not what the formula for success is.
Follow-up, Jaden Greathouse's last 2 games, he's shown great growth from the regular season. What did you find in him, and what did Riley find in him in the second half?
I think there was a confidence and connection between Riley and him. But as I said this before, production doesn't always reflect performance. It doesn't. Production is something that is a result of doing your job and the quarterback making a decision to throw you the ball and the offensive play that calls for it. But JG has been playing great all season long. Now just he's having some production to go along with how he's been playing.
We're going to check our next question from over here by me in the first row on the far left.
Marcus, you have an opportunity at the end in third down to maybe get the ball back and try to go score. What was the look there? I know you guys brought some pressure, and obviously it was a difficult assignment there for Christian to cover Jeremiah. What did you see there?
Yeah, it was do or die. It was that type of down. If they run it, and they get a first down, we got to get them stopped. And we thought at that moment the best way to get them stopped is to run zero pressure. And you know what? Like, we have to have faith at some point that we can make a play. And there was times in the second half that we did in man coverage, but he's a heck of a player. He's difficult to cover. You want to play zone, and they'll find ways to pick you apart. You want to play man, they find ways to get him the ball. And so it's a talented offense. But that's that situation right there.
Fourth row here on our left.
Tyler Horko, Blue and Gold Illustrated, right here, Marcus. On 4th and goal, how tough was the decision to maybe go for it there or kick the field goal, and what was the thought process?
Yeah, I think it was 4th and 9 or 10, and I just thought, instead of being down 16, let's try to go down 13. And I know it's still a 2-score game, but you have a better probability of getting 14 points than you do 16 points. And so if it was a shorter fourth and goal situation, I probably would have gone for it. But I just felt 4th and 9 was not a great chance for us to make that. And, and decided to kick it, and we didn't make it.
On the aisle right here.
Heather Dinich with ESPN. For Marcus and Riley, what did you both learn about the program this season, both looking back from where you came to get here and also looking forward about what you might be in position to do?
Riley, go ahead.
Before I answer your question, I want to thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, for giving me the opportunity to play in this game. I wrote on my hand Proverbs 27:17. As iron sharpens irons, so should one man sharpen another. And I think, like I said throughout the week, us and Ohio State were the two teams who praised Jesus Christ the most, and I think that we strengthened each other in our faith, in our faiths through coming to this game and competing against each other. So I'm happy to see godly men come out on top, no matter what the circumstance is. I'm very, happy to praise Jesus in the lowest of lows as well. I think as far as this program goes, we've learned a lot. We've been through ups and downs. I've been through ups and downs. I don't even recognize the person I was before I got to Notre Dame. And it's all credit to these guys beside me and everybody else in the locker room.
Coach Freeman.
Yeah, I'm tremendously grateful for what Riley and these guys have done for our program. And, week 2, it was a rough outlook, right? You go from the highest of highs to lowest of lows. And, the reality is we all had a little bit of doubt, but we all chose to work, and we all chose to trust each other and choose to love each other and be selfless and put the team in front of ourselves. And they did it every week. And you still had to trust beyond knowing if your work was going to get you the result that you wanted. And they continue to do it. And they put this program in a position to play for a national championship. And we didn't get it done. And it hurts. And my job is to figure out why, and I will. But I told these guys they've left this program better. I don't care if you're here for 1 year or you've been here for 6 years. Our program is in a better place because of the examples these two have set, and many other leaders in that locker room. So the outlook of Notre Dame football is extremely high. As long as the people in that locker room that come back understand what it takes, the work these guys have put in, there's a lot of success in our future.
Move over here to the second row on the left.
Tyler James, Inside ND Sports for Riley. There was a report that you were puking after the first drive. What were you feeling after that first drive? Was that just exhaustion, or have you been sick?
No, I just landed on the ball. Funny a couple of times. Wasn't feeling sick. Felt fine. Just landed on the ball. Felt a little awkward. No problem at all for me.
We're going to come right over here, third row in the middle.
Pete Sampson with the Athletic. Jack, I've asked you 70 games at Notre Dame. Could you speak to how you feel like you're leaving the program better than how you found it, and just sort of what this place has meant to you over the 6 seasons?
I think when you look at the 6 years I've been here, what I remember is the people. From when I was a small, underclassman, just trying to learn the ways, looking at a Drew White, a Bo Bauer, to being a guy, running with my boys and JD and Maris, and then this year coming back and feeling like I had a chip on my shoulder and getting to meet, amazing guys like Riley coming in and just kind of go on the journey we went on. And to have Coach Freeman, yeah, it's about the people. It's the people that's made this place different, and it just shows where this program's heading. The people in this building are the best, absolute best.
Right in the middle on the left.
Jay Busby, Yahoo Sports. Riley, in addition to falling on the ball that first drive, could you take us through it from your perspective, from starting out to getting into the end zone?
Yeah, I think the best thing we did on that drive was just stay above the chains. I mean, you see the next 3 drives after that, penalties and miscommunications, and all that stuff's on me. That first drive, we just came out and played Notre Dame football. Took advantage of our matchups when we had to. We just drove the ball down the field, used me to run the ball a little bit, we used the running backs to run the ball. Everything was just clicking. And then, the next couple of drives, maybe I got relaxed a little bit, and I can't let that happen. And I apologize to everybody for the way that I played after that drive in the second quarter, because it's unacceptable. And these are things that, aren't necessarily physical, but just like the mental side of things that, I can't make certain mistakes. But I just got to live with that and respond. And that's kind of what, the message was at halftime. Like, you got nothing else to lose. It's the last game no matter what. Might as well go out there and, sling the rock and trust your guys.
Come back, same side.
Christy Freud, USA Today. Riley, you've grown so much since you were a dark horse at Duke. How do you feel like you flipped your narrative and then just improved as an overall passer?
Yeah, I'll start with just like the guys around me. Like, it's very easy to be a successful quarterback when, first and foremost, your coaches are just setting you up for success. I've never been so prepared in my life. I've just learned so much within this past year. And then the guys up front, like, I'll start with the offensive line. And these guys, like, from the day I got here, I kind of understood like how special they were. And the O-line, and then the wideouts as well. Like, every single one of those guys, you look at our offense, and a lot of people want to describe us as a rushing offense, and I'm, probably labeled as a rushing quarterback sometimes, but these guys don't budge. They do their job. They smile. They're all about team glory, and when their time comes, they always make plays for me. In the backfield with Jay Love and all those guys, I mean, how could I not become a better player on the field? And then off the field, I mean, you could walk into that locker room, and every single one of those people, you're going to leave impressed by if you just had a simple conversation with them. I mean, the character of this place is kind of hard to describe, and I think I've grown so much just because of the people around me.
We have time for two more. Take our first one over here from Pete.
Marcus, I was curious, from the end of the first touchdown drive to maybe the strip of Ibuka, like, do you feel like you guys got out of character in any way? I don't know if that's how you would phrase it, or is it something Ohio State did to just sort of, put you on your heels or make you play outside your comfort zone?
Yeah, I mean, there was some things on both sides of the ball that we don't normally do, and some communication mistakes, self-inflicted wounds that we haven't been doing past few weeks. You're always making mistakes, but those type of detrimental mistakes when you play a really, really good football team cost you points. And I think that's probably the biggest thing that has stuck out to me, even, in between series of communication. Hey, we're good, we got it. Well, we can't make mistakes. And so it falls on my shoulders. And, as the head coach, we have to prepare and be better prepared for this moment. These guys gave everything they got. And you sit up here and you listen to these two guys speak, and the passion they have for Notre Dame and each other in that locker room. I mean, I'm just sitting here listening like, this is one of the greatest gifts in life, is to be able to be the leader of this program, because you have great young people like this that share the blame when you have, to share the success when you win, and own the blame when you lose. But I'm better because of them. But we just have to be better. I got to make sure we prepare better for this next opportunity that we have in the future.
Last question right over here to our right.
Charles Odom with the Associated Press. Riley, one more about that opening drive, if I could. I think you just referenced you ran the ball a little bit, but you had 9 carries on that drive, and that's half of your top total for a full game this season. Did that take something out of you, or did a long drive by Ohio State give you a chance to recoup and recover?
Yeah, I mean, Coach Free's always about reload and, worry about the next play. So I didn't even know it was 9. If you asked me, I probably would have said it was like 3 or 4. Like, if Coach wants to call my number and have me run the ball every single play, I got no problem with it. Like, you see me kind of put my body on the line for this team over and over again. So, like, whether I'm running the ball, passing the ball, it doesn't matter. I'm going to do everything I can to help the team win. And, hit a little lull there in the first half. But like I said, I got to live with it.
That concludes the press conference with Notre Dame. Thanks to each of you.